And how important is GB News in all of this? GB News has now got a much bigger US footprint. Paul Marshall, I've written about quite a bit before. He was actually striking. The meetings were taking place in Paul Marshall's cafe, the one he owns, Queen Street near Westminster. GB News, obviously, Marshall owns half of that. It's been really pushing a lot of reform agenda.
It's a really good question. Like you say, the secret meeting that we found out the ADF had brokered between Farage and a really influential Trump appointee at the State Department, official who's kind of leading on the free speech issue on Europe and kind of attacks on the UK and Europe. That obviously took place at Old Queen Street Cafe, as you say, owned by Paul Marshall and Head, and also actually at one of the other meetings. So there was a US delegation of lawmakers who visited London back in July to talk about basically the free speech crisis in Europe and the UK. And this was the one where Farage ended up hosting it. The ADF invited him. He ended up chairing a discussion around free speech in the UK. And we actually did a report in the piece just because we ran out of word count. But GB News, its CEO, was there as well. They were part of the coalition, the alliance of these groups. The FSU, the Free Speech Union, James Orr, somebody from X, from Twitter there. They were there. So I definitely have a question about kind of what is GB News's role in this.